Hello everybody, welcome back to SOMA. We are still in Theta. Oh my god, this is by far the longest area we've been in, but we are almost out. Right now we are in Strohmeyer's office, and this is where we will be using the chip in order to gain access to the elevator. So if you come here without the chip, you're gonna have to go and find it and lift it off of our good friend Brandon. And the way that you would do that is you would have a look at the computer here and go to the override door lock option. And here we can unlock and lock doors, but you need power to do so. So my suggestion is to go ahead and lock any of the doors that you've explored. So for example, the storage has nothing except for a healing point. So we can lock that door. If you've looked at the doctor's office, you've looked at her computer logs, you can lock that door. And after, I think you only really need to lock one door, so just pick a door, any door, and you can unlock the Omega management area where Brandon is, and then you'll have to go back, lift the security chip off him, and then come back here. So again, that is the longer option, but it's far less noisy, and it's probably a little bit safer than what I did, which was just simply busting the window and crawling on through there. So it saves us a trip at the very least. And while we're here, we can snoop around in Strohmeyer's office. If you open the top drawer, he's got his mighty checklist. Survive the ARC project, stop people from killing themselves, send off C and the team, Catherine, keep people safe, and enjoy the rest of Armageddon. That seems like a pretty standard checklist there, my friend. So obviously Strohmeyer just kind of wanted all the stuff, the hubbub with the ARC to calm down, and he wanted things to kind of go back to normal. Because he seems to not really be a big fan of the ARC project, since he was the one kind of trying to put a stop to it once people started killing themselves. I don't think there's really anything in here. Something else on the desk here. Akers is not alone. There's at least 3 proxy creatures. He spelled creatures wrong. Check and seal doors, move downstairs, and take the shuttle to Omicron. So basically what he's saying is that Akers is here, but there's also 3 other enemies. Oh my god, Akers. Shut up. We ran into one already. We ran into one of the proxies while we were in the basement trying to get the power up and running. Back when we were trying to get aboard the Dunbat. So we still have 2 more proxies roaming around that we're going to have to run into. And I think that this checklist is either people that are still alive or people who are still around. I'm going to assume it's people who are still around in Theta. Because obviously, Catherine was alive probably when he had this checklist created, you know, but she took off to go and deliver the ARC. Once you have the chip, you can go ahead and connect it. And what you're going to want to do is update the chip, and that will allow us to get onto the elevator. So there we go. We can also have a look at the security messages here. Nothing really to note. The only thing really is the bottom message, which basically confirms that there was a structure gel leak which seized control over the Dunbat. But again, that's pretty self-explanatory. The sounds he makes are just so creepy. Like, I know he can't hurt me, but it's just... freaking me out, Akers. I'm ready to get the hell out of here. What about you guys? I think it's time to move on. Yeah, I think we've been in every single door now. I think I've pretty much explored this area fully. If I look at the map, that's pretty much it for the Theta Laboratories. So once you have the updated security cipher, go ahead, come back to the elevator. You're going to want to pop it Oh.
Looks like a part
Yeah,
is missing.
you would have wanted to pop it in there if my dumbass didn't forget to grab it. That would have been so very smart. Yeah, don't forget to take that with you, by the way. Although, to my credit, I think that's like the first time I've done that. Yeah, don't do that, especially if you're not playing in safe mode. Because you're just gonna have to be in here longer than you need to, and he's probably gonna hunt you down like an animal, so... Go ahead and load the chip in the middle, and once you've done that, move those two levers. Close the panel, call the elevator, and you're going to want to go down to transport. Akers is very clearly not happy with us leaving him behind. He wanted to come with us, but I said no. He wasn't invited. And the elevator has stopped moving, so we need to try and go down the ladder here. Escape hatch. Or not. God, why is everything in this busted piece of shit broken? I guess in this situation, Simon, it's good that you're not human because you would have A, cracked your skull open and died, or B, hit your back so hard that you would have been paralyzed. So, yeah. This place is fucked. Like, I mean fucked. Don't think they made it on that shuttle. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's really too bad. So, I think they got chased down here, but then they couldn't leave for some reason. Can't really do much in this area right now, so you're gonna have to open up the door and just continue forward. And Akers followed us. Bastard. That's really funny, actually, in that cutscene. The door is closing. That's not supposed to happen. I've never seen that happen before.
Don't move. It's okay.
What?
It's over now. Relax.
Ashley? What are you doing here?
Hanging out, like couples do.
We're not...
You don't want me?
Yes, of course, but... What happened?
We fell in love.
That's a very odd, misplaced kind of cutscene. I don't really know how I feel about that. It kind of seems unnecessary. But in any case, we pretty much just get put back in our starting position where we had come out. Except for now, this door is locked and we're going to have to go out the other door. And that event is scripted, by the way, with Akers. He catches up to you. He tries to, I don't know, fuse you with this goop or whatever. And then you just are free to explore and continue on in this area. And that is the last time we're actually going to run into Akers. We are going to be running into some proxies. But we don't have to deal with Akers any longer, which is kind of nice. The shuttle train is open, but we can't do anything with it, obviously. I mean, it's completely non-operational. We can't use the track. We can't even plug the Omni tool in, which is kind of weird, because usually you can at least try the Omni tool on certain spots. And if you come over to this corpse here, You can actually hear her talking if you listen closely enough. You guys may not be able to hear that on your end, but if you look at the ID badge, this is Alice, so that was Brandon's girlfriend. And fortunately, I guess, the silver lining in all of this is that we know that they both got scanned on the same day, so I hope that when we find the Ark and we hopefully get it launched, you know, those two can find each other again in the Ark, because it's a very tragic end for the both of them. He died trying to save her life, and she didn't make it out anyways. And it may not be the case, and I can't say this for sure, I might have missed something earlier, but to my knowledge, from what I can remember, this is actually the first corpse where we can hear it talking. Like most corpses, you can hear them breathing. You can hear that horrible, deep, kind of labored breathing. But, like, this one messes with our circuits. You know, it causes the screen to go kind of crazy. And you can actually hear her. That's very, creepy and very sad. I'm kind of interested, actually, to know if I've possibly missed something like that earlier on in the game and I hadn't realized. It's interesting. I wasn't even aware that, corpses could really talk. You know, I just wanted to get up and close and look at her badge, but anyways, that creeps me right out. So when you're ready, you can move forward, and there's more corpses. Like, this one here doesn't make any noise. You know, so I just wonder if certain corpses or certain characters make noises. I'm not too sure. But yeah, these guys, they didn't make it out. So down here are going to be some proxies. There's 2 of them. Only 1 in each room, though, I should note. Like, there's only going to be 1 following us in the first section and another proxy in the second section. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go left, and you're going to want to go straight towards the back of the area. There's absolutely no sense in opening up these doors to the left directly in front of me, or this door on the right. The door on the right is just a dead end. And if we remember our run-ins with proxies earlier on in Theta, remember that they're blind, they can't see, but they can hear very well. I think it takes about 2 or 3 hits for them to actually kill you, so be careful. And they can open doors. And I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet, because we're like 15 or 16 parts in or whatever, but now, there he is, coming over there. Right in front of the door we need to go into. But they're like the monsters in Amnesia. And they don't like it when you look at them for long periods of time. Such is the case with a lot of monsters in this game, actually. And I just can't believe I've forgotten to mention that, because you guys have noticed me, you know, taking a nice, hard look at a lot of these monsters. I think mostly just because I'm playing in safe mode, you know, I get a nice good look at them. Oh, this corpse is talking to me too. Kind of. I wish that these talking corpses would all have ID badges on them so I knew who was who. That kind of drives me crazy that I don't know, like, if that's important or not. So yeah, that's the door you want to go into. I was just kind of dilly-dallying because I wanted to stop and listen to that corpse. So you can kind of run circles around this guy. Just stay low. Make sure you don't run into anything. Toss an item if you need to, like toss a can or a chair or something to distract it to look in the other direction or go investigate. This area can be pretty frustrating. Or at the very least, I found it kind of frustrating just because these doors make so much noise. They take a while to open. And like I said, he can chase you through doors. He can open doors. So you're never really, like, truly safe. What I will say, though, is that closing doors behind you is still going to slow the enemy down. And so that might be worth doing. And once you enter this vent, he can't follow you in here. So this is a completely safe area. So catch your breath, because you're going to be running into another proxy in here. I'm not sure if it's the same proxy or if it's just a different one, but either way. I would get out of the vent and immediately crouch. I'm going to turn my flashlight on, not that it makes much of a difference. It's so freaking dark down here. I hear you, but I don't see you. I'm a little worried. I think he's behind the door. Oh, yep, he is. There he is. He's just come out of the door. So he's opened the door for me, which is kind of nice. I can hopefully just sneak behind him. Oh, shit. I'm gonna close that. There's a healing point there. And there should be another vent for us to crawl into. Yeah, right here. So yeah, it's a lot of very, very dark hallways. A lot of vent crawling. So I think there's nothing in this room, is there? Nope. More dead people. That one doesn't talk to us. Alright. I found this section to be quite frustrating my first time that I played this. I think I actually had to just sit back and sort of take a break, just because the proxies can be really unpredictable, and sometimes it seems like no matter what you do, they just happen to find you anyways. They can, I don't know, smell you or something, even though they don't have, like, noses. I really don't know. And that corpse is definitely talking to us. Again, don't know if you guys can hear that. I'll try and crank it up in editing.
This discovery belongs to everyone.
And again, it's a man's voice, but I can't tell with these corpses if these are men or women. So...
It's been hard keeping it secret.
So I don't know if that's the voice of that person, or if that's just something that the WoW is doing to screw with us. I don't know, but it's pretty screwed up if you ask me. And this room, oh boy, this room is so frustrating. Alright, so basically, this proxy is a load of shit. So we're gonna try and just go around him, because we need to get in that door. Alright, Proxy, I see your game. There's really nothing I can do to distract him either. Like, I don't have any items that I can throw or anything like that. But I need to get in there. And this is what's really frustrating, is when you're boxed into a room like this, where you have very, very little room to move around. You've got very few places you can go. You really have nothing that you can do. You kind of ask yourself, like, what choices do I have? I guess the only thing that I could do is I could try and close this door. And he might come running to check that out. No, he's not. Is he? Oh, no. See, and again, this is a situation where, like, I remember being frustrated in this area, but I'm not sure if this is, like, a safe mode thing. I'm not sure if he's just walking in a straight line because it can't kill me and it doesn't matter, or if it's just doing this to troll me, and this is how it was while playing the game in regular mode. Like I said, I honestly don't remember. But either way, yeah, this guy's a shithead. Okay, so he's gonna keep going that way. Essentially, we need to get onto this elevator, but we need to recharge the battery, which is a problem. Yep, I think he's seen me, guys. Nope. Okay. Yeah, my suggestion is when those things get really, really, really close and you have absolutely nothing, like, to do, you have nowhere to go, A, you can either try not looking at it, stay low, stay crouched, you saw me, and try not looking at it, because looking at them kind of aggroes them, or just run for your life and hope that it helps. So what you need to do is come in this room, and very, very quickly, I would recommend locking him out. Come to the back of the room, tear off this panel, and you're gonna want to pump this switch. Oh my god, if I could do it properly, that would be great. There we go. So if you just pull on that with right trigger and you press left and then right, or sorry, right to pull it out and then left to push it back in, you'll be able to pump that switch a couple of times, which will turn on the power. And then you need to get back to the elevator. And this is why this area is very frustrating, because that proxy is there. There's very, very few places that you can go. And he can't open doors, so even if you've come in here, he's definitely going to be attracted by that noise, as he is now. I can see him coming to check things out. And yeah, you're kind of like a rat in a cage. But he can go fuck himself. I'm just gonna run. I should be able to make it. Hopefully. Oh god, door. There we go. Okay. Woo! And that's that. As soon as you jump down here, you're safe. Proxies can't swim, as far as I know. Maybe they can, but they're not going to chase you down here. And we have this kind of cool water area. And we're going to have to do a little bit of parkour as well. But I'm going to save that for the next video because this one is getting quite long. I got a little bit carried away, guys. I'm very sorry about that. But hopefully you've enjoyed and it's been entertaining for you all. And we will continue on in the next video. And hopefully we can get the hell out of Theta. Thank you all so very much for watching. And I hope that I will see you next time.